What happens when a country music star walks onto one of daytime television's most heated stages and refuses to play by the rules? What you're about to witness is a conversation that spiraled so far out of control that it ended with one of the most shocking exits in talk show history. This is the story of how Jelly Roll's appearance on The View turned into an unforgettable confrontation that nobody saw coming. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and drop a comment below telling us what you think about what went down. Now let's get into it. The studio lights blazed like miniature suns, washing the set in a stark white glare that seemed to magnify every emotion. Jelly Roll walked on, calm and collected, his tattooed arms visible under rolled-up sleeves. The audience applauded, cheering for a man whose music told stories of pain, survival, and redemption. There was admiration, yes, but also curiosity about what would happen when his past met the sharp edge of daytime TV scrutiny. Whoopi Goldberg introduced him with warmth, motioning to the guest seat. Jelly Roll settled in with ease, his posture open yet cautious. But Joy Behar leaned forward immediately, her expression sharp, alert. She didn't just ask questions, she was ready to provoke. So, Jelly Roll, Joy began, her tone polite only on the surface. You've become a huge star, singing about second chances and redemption. But I have to ask, do you really think someone with your past, someone with a criminal record, should be the one lecturing people about how to live? The room went silent. The audience shifted in their seats. The co-hosts exchanged uneasy glances. Jelly Roll nodded slowly, his eyes steady. Joy, I appreciate you asking that. I'm not here to lecture anyone. I'm sharing my story so that someone struggling out there might see a way forward without making the mistakes I did. Joy waved her hand dismissively. But you profited from it. You turned your mistakes into millions. Some people would call that exploitation. The tension in the room thickened instantly. I spent years in prison, Jelly Roll said, his voice calm but firm. I lost time with my family. I hurt people I loved. The music came from a place of pain, not a marketing strategy. Joy leaned closer. Right. But now you're touring arenas, making more money than most people will see in a lifetime. At what point does the redemption story become just another celebrity brand? Whoopi tried to intervene, but Joy shook her head. No, I want him to answer. Jelly Roll took a slow breath, jaw tightening. Justify what exactly? That I turned my life around. That I'm trying to help people who are where I was? I'm confused. What exactly do you want from me here? Joy's eyes narrowed. Honesty. I want you to admit that this whole reformed bad boy thing is just an act. The audience gasped. The storm had officially begun. The air in the studio was electric. Jelly Roll's calm demeanor remained, but there was a growing edge to his voice. Joy, my daughter knows her dad went to prison. My wife stood by me when I had nothing. Those aren't angles, they're consequences. Joy's laugh was bitter. Every Hollywood star has a sob story. What makes yours special? I never said it was special, Jelly Roll replied. Southern drawl thickening. I said it's real. If you can't see the difference between someone genuinely trying to change and someone exploiting pain, maybe you've been in this business too long. The audience reacted audibly. Joy's face flushed. Did you just suggest I don't know what I'm doing? I'm saying, you're so focused on catching me in a gotcha moment that you're missing the bigger picture, Jelly Roll said. There's a difference between accountability and cruelty. Joy's eyes narrowed further. You're crossing the line. Sonny Houston tried to interject, but Joy waved her off. No, I'm tired of giving breaks to people who make a comeback and get celebrated for doing the bare minimum. There are millions who don't get that chance. Jelly Roll's voice rose. You think I don't know that? Do you think I don't carry that every single day? I know how lucky I am, and I talk about it constantly. I testify before Congress. I put my money where my mouth is. I fight for criminal justice reform. And you're standing here judging me. Joy leaned in, voice quivering. I'm holding people accountable. I won't let anyone coast on a good story when they haven't truly earned it. Then who decides when someone earns it? Jelly Roll asked quietly, his voice barely above a whisper. Joy's hands trembled. I've spent decades doing this. I know the difference between real and fake. And you're making it about me? Jelly Roll interrupted. This isn't about me. It's about what's happening to everyone else out there. The people left behind by the system you're talking about. Joy's jaw tightened. The tension escalated. Every camera in the studio captured a battle of raw emotion, neither side willing to yield. As the argument escalated, Joy's voice grew louder. You make redemption look easy. That's a lie. Millions suffer while we celebrate the exceptions. That's not reality. Jelly Roll rose, matching her energy. You think I don't see that? You think I don't carry guilt every day? I know what's at stake. I use my platform to create opportunities, to help people who never get a chance. And you? What do you do besides tear people down? The audience was on the edge of their seats. Alyssa Farah Griffin finally spoke. Joy, he's testified before Congress. Donated money, advocated for reform. He walks the walk. Joy cut her off. Stay out of this. You don't understand what it's like to watch people fail every day. Jelly Roll leaned forward, voice soft but firm. Joy, if this is about anger or hurt, maybe it's not about me at all. I didn't make this personal. You're letting it become personal. Joy's tears were visible now, her defenses cracking. I can't pretend anymore. I can't watch people suffer while we act like stories like yours are miracles. It's exhausting. And you've been fighting so long you forgot why you started. Jelly Roll said quietly. You're passionate about accountability. Yes, but don't let it consume you entirely. This isn't just about me, Joy. Her gaze softened for a brief second. Maybe you're right. Maybe I need to step back. The studio fell silent. The audience was frozen, waiting for the inevitable. Joy inhaled deeply, exhaling slowly, as if carrying the weight of decades. I can't keep doing this. Not like this. These conversations go nowhere. It's not healthy for me, or for anyone. Whoopi rose, her tone firm but gentle. Joy, take the time you need. We'll be here when you're ready. Jelly Roll stood, softer now. If I caused this, I'm sorry. That was never my intention. You've reminded me why I started. Joy looked at him, truly looked, without anger, without judgment. It's not your fault. You gave me clarity. You reminded me I've been so focused on tearing people down. I forgot why I wanted to help. Sunny urged her. Then stay. Recharge. Keep fighting. You're part of this. Joy smiled faintly, wiping tears. Maybe I need a break. Maybe I've been fighting too long. Jelly Roll nodded. You've pushed me today, challenged me. That's valuable, even if uncomfortable. Joy picked up her mic, set it down, and without another word, walked off the set. The cameras followed her to the studio doors. Silence enveloped the remaining hosts. Whoopi turned to the camera. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. But everyone knew nothing would be the same. A line had been crossed. Words had been spoken that couldn't be unsaid. And one of daytime television's most iconic personalities had just walked away, leaving the world wondering, would she return? Or had the stage claimed its most unforgettable exit? Jelly Roll sat in the guest chair, head in hands, processing the storm that had just unfolded. He came to share his story, to inspire. Instead, he witnessed a moment destined for history.